From the patient files of Dr. Hugo Strange, director of Arkham Asylum. Patient Arnold Wesker, also known as the Ventriloquist. The patient suffers from delusions and possibly dissociative identity disorder.
What now? Hey dummy, what's he talking about?
I think he's saying we have a split personality, Mr. Scarface.
What? Come on, Doc, get out of here with that kind of talk. Are you saying me and Arnie are like, what, sharing the same body or something? How can we be doing that? Look at us. I'm here, and he's over there.
I said possibly dissociative identity disorder, Mr. Wesker.
Hey, you talk to me, Doc, not the dummy. I'm the boss around here.
I will not indulge your silly delusion, Mr. Wesker.
You better start showing me some respect, Doc.
I see Dr. Arkham has done a very poor job with your case. No. He has diagnosed you with dissociative identity disorder, Mr. Wesker. But I see no reason why you would suffer from this disorder.
No?
No.
So, we ain't got no split personality?
People suffering from DID have always experienced severe, repeated childhood trauma. Abuse by a parent, for instance. This is present in all known cases. It is during this abuse that the separate personalities are formed. They cannot be formed later in life, only at a very young age, and only from severe abuse. Mr. Wesker, did you suffer abuse as a child?
Abuse? No. No, I wouldn't say that I did.
Your parents treated you well?
Oh yes, very much so.
No abusive uncles or aunts, grandparents?
No, none.
I see. And how about you, Scarface? Anyone ever abuse you? It is possible that the victim represses all memories of the abuse and transfers them to the separate personas instead.
Abuse me? They did that. They be taking a swim in the Gotham River with cement boats. Ha ha!
So that's a no then. I figured as much. But I had to ask, despite hating to address a block of wood.
Shut up! You believe this smoke, dummy? Soon as we's out of here, I'm gonna pump his belly full of lead.
How cute. There are no records in any of Dr. Arkham's files of any abuse either.
Well, sure there ain't, 'cause we ain't been abused.
I have to wonder then, why he would diagnose you with DID, Mr. Wesker. Was he really that incompetent?
Well, you ask me, Doc. The guy always had a screw loose.
A case of the nut running the nut house.
You got that right, Four Eyes. I heard he electrocuted the Riddler once.
The man must have been completely insane. Well then, Mr. Wesker, it appears that it is up to me to re-diagnose you.
A second opinion, huh, Doc?
You could put it that way, Mr. Wesker.
Stop addressing the dummy, Four Eyes. I told ya, I'm the boss around here. You talk to me.
But I am addressing you, Mr. Wesker.
Huh?
Huh?
Seems like this Doc's got a screw loose too.
You are both, Mr. Wesker. There is no one else but Mr. Wesker. Scarface doesn't exist.
You blind or something? I'm right here.
Tell me, Mr. Wesker, did you get bullied in school? Called a geek by the other students? The guys pushed you around and the girls laughed at you?
Don't answer that, dummy!
Did you feel impotent? Powerless?
Never!
Well,
Shut up, dummy!
No, you shut up, block of wood. Go on, Mr. Wesker.
I swear on my mother, if you tell him anything, so help me God, Nothing's gonna keep you safe from me.
Don't listen to the puppet, Mr. Wesker. It can't hurt you. Answer the question. Did you get bullied in school? Were you the shy, introverted type?
Yes, I suppose I was. And I did get, picked on. A bit. By the jocks.
I see. And you felt powerless to stop them?
Well, I was. They were twice my size.
What did they do to you?
Oh, you know, the usual. Call me names, give me wedgies. Humiliated me in front of the girls.
I see. Did you like gangster movies as a teenager?
Gangster movies?
Yes. Godfather, Public Enemy, Goodfellas, Scarface. Have you seen those movies?
Yeah, sure I have.
As a teen?
I guess I did.
You're a big fan of gangster movies, aren't you? Al Pacino, James Cagney, Robert De Niro. You admire these people, don't you? Or rather, the characters they portrayed.
Well, maybe a little.
No, I think a lot. You escaped into those movies, didn't you? As a teen. You liked to pretend that you were these characters, didn't you? These powerful, tough guys. Men that no one ever dared pick on. Men that shot you if you looked at them funny. You wish that you could do that. You wish that you could be them. Well, Mr. Wesker?
Maybe.
Well then, that is how Scarface was born. He is everything you want to be, and through him you could become what you always wanted. A gangster. A tough criminal mastermind. A man no one ever dared pick on. Well, except for the Batman, of course. And you despise what you really are. That's why Scarface treats you so badly. Scarface doesn't see you as a pathetic weakling. You do, Mr. Wesker.
Biggest load of crap I ever heard.
Scarface is not a second personality, Mr. Wesker. He is simply a delusion. A fantasy fulfillment and self-punishment.
I ain't no fantasy, ya hack. I'm right here. Right, dummy? I'm right here. Ain't I?
I am scrapping Dr. Arkham's DID diagnosis and re-diagnosing you with potential schizophrenia, antisocial personality disorder, and borderline personality disorder. We'll have to hold more sessions, though, before I can be sure of my diagnosis.
Well, all right, Doctor.
Well, off you go. We're done here.
Okay.